You can use this secret trick to get abundant amount of happiness and success in your life, and you don't have to spend any money on it. You just have to use your mind. All the happiness you have comes from within, and once you are happy and motivated, success will come running towards you. Have you heard of the term frequency illusion or Bader-Meinhof effect? Frequency illusion or Bader-Meinhof effect is a phenomenon or a bias in which once you notice something for the first time and you focus on it, you start seeing it more often. Take for example a yellow color Ford car. Okay, you have seen Ford cars, but you have never seen a yellow color one, and so you are surprised by it and you focus on it, and sometime later you start seeing yellow color Ford cars in different places. You go somewhere and you see a yellow color Ford car, you turn on the TV and you see yellow color Ford car. You go to a mall and you see a yellow color Ford car. Everywhere you go, you see that car, and it seems like magic. I had said that frequency illusion is either a phenomenon or a bias. It all depends on your perspective. Those who believe in miracles would see it as a miracle. They will take it as a sign from God that God is trying to send you a signal through this car. God wants you to focus on this. Now, skeptics believe that this kind of phenomenon is caused due to two psychological processes: selective attention and confirmation bias. Selective attention means you already decide what you want to focus on. Since this yellow color Ford car has attracted you, you are looking for the yellow color Ford car. It was earlier present somewhere, but you didn't notice it. But now, since you are attracted to it, you start seeing it everywhere. You start looking for it. You give it more attention. And confirmation bias is something which a lot of people on internet do, which once they have convinced their mind, if someone has convinced their mind this is a message from God, then they will find ways to convince their mind that this car is showing me a message from God. Like on the people on the internet have some beliefs. If they believe that this is good, then they will start looking for other kind of videos or messages, or talk to people who agree with them. They want to confirm their bias, and if there is evidences which are against this thing which you considered good, you will reject it. No, I think this is good, so it is good, and I will confirm my bias by talking to other people who agree with me, or watch videos or read posts which agree with me. Our perspective plays a huge role in how the world around us looks. You must have seen some people are constantly happy, always happy, and they are motivated, and whenever they talk, they say about the positive things which are happening in their life. And there are some people who are constantly negative. They will always say all the bad things which are happening in their life. This bad happened, that bad happened, this didn't happen according to me. They will constantly be looking at the bad things happening in their life. They will always be complaining about the negative things happening around them. They will always see the things which they don't have. This is the bias which everyone possesses. In some, like example, two people can experience the same thing, but if we ask them to share their experience, both of them will share something different. Someone who is optimistic, positive, will say the incident in a good light, whereas someone who is pessimistic will say that event in a negative light. Like for example, if two friends are going somewhere, and in between there is a lot of traffic, there was some accident which happened, and because of which there is a huge traffic jam. So they have to wait, uh, and both of them are upset, oh no, we are going to be late, we wanted to enjoy, but there is a tragedy, what can we do? So initially they sat down and did nothing. One of the friend noticed that there is a beautiful garden over there, and the one friend said, then let's go to the garden and we can spend time over there. Instead of sitting in the car, we'll sit in the garden for some time. Anyways, there is traffic, the cars are not moving, other people are also left. The other person is reluctant, but they said okay, fine. And then they go to garden, they share each other's problems, they see beautiful nature, everything is the garden is very beautiful, and they have very good time in the garden. And then once they realize the traffic is cleared up, they return back to the car and go to the go to the mall. Let's see, mall. They go to the mall, and then they eat food, and do the things which they had planned to do. So when they return back, the other friends ask them how was their day. The one who is pessimistic, one who is angry, upset, negative all the time, said they talked about the traffic jam. She said we had to wait for 2 hours. It was very frustrating. It was very very negative. In the mall I was also very bored. It was not at all good, it was not a good experience. Got very very bored, and my day got wasted, and there was nothing interesting which happened. The plan didn't go as as I had expected. Whereas the person who is in a positive optimistic person shared about the beautiful memories in the car when they shared, sing and talk to each other. Then he described the garden which they went, the enjoyment they had, the beauty which they saw in the garden. The positive person was very very happy. For the positive person, they had a double experience. Not only they enjoyed the experience in the mall, but they got an additional experience in the garden. They had a chance to bond with each other, and they had a very good time together. Both of the people experienced the same thing, but one was very very happy with the day, and other one was very very frustrated. According to the negative person, the pessimistic person, the day was bad. According to the optimistic positive person, the day was great. One person chose happiness and cherished the moments, and other one was frustrated by because the plan didn't go as they had expected. Even though they had very good time in the garden, both people enjoyed each other's company, both people like each other a lot. Time which they spent in mall was exactly as they had expected and planned, but still one was very negative because they couldn't reach there on time. What you focus on expands. The way we look at things changes the reality. If you want to gain happiness, you have to have a positive mindset. You can have all the money in the world, all the beauty in the world, you have friends, family, people who support you, things go according to your plan. But still, if you are a pessimistic person, if you are a negative person, still you will find faults in it. Whereas there are some who suffer from lot of problems, they have lots of hardships. You must have seen poor kids, videos of poor kids. They don't have much to eat, they don't have toys or anything, but even if they get a broken toy, a rich kid donates a toy to the poor kid is very very happy. The poor kid is not complaining, oh my god, there is a scratch, oh my god, I wanted this edition, I want this color. They're like, yes, I have a toy, thank you, and I am going to enjoy this toy. With this toy my friends are going to play, thank you so much, you made me happy. They are not complaining about the fact that it is spoiled or broken, or it is not exactly that planned. They are just happy to get a gift. Whereas the rich kid, I wanted this shade, I said in a maroon color, and you brought in a brown color, it's not exactly as I had said, I want sky blue, and you got teal color. Minute things, rich spoiled brats, they have everything. Their parents, whatever they ask for, they get for their birthdays, or they get pocket money in the credit card, but still they are not happy. They are very very angry, frustrated, sad. They think that getting material things would make them happy, but happiness comes from within. They, no matter how many things you buy, how many people you have around you who make you happy, no matter whether things go according to your plan, but if you have a negative mindset, if you constantly think negatively, you're just going to be frustrated and unhappy. If you want to get happiness, you have to think happy. You have to be grateful for what you have. Being grateful is very very important. Everyone dreams big. It's okay to want some things in your life. If you don't have a pencil and you want to write, you wish for a pencil. When you get a pencil, you should be grateful for it. You shouldn't be like, oh, but this is a cheap pencil, this is not the exact color pencil I want. Be appreciative of what you have got. Don't be constantly comparing yourself with other people, thinking they have better than me, or I like what other people have, not what I have. If you have this type of attitude, no matter how many things you get, you're just going to feel angry and upset. And those people who are optimistic are more motivated than those who are pessimistic. Those who have a positive mindset are excited about things. They are like, yes, I have got this much. If they have decided to walk 10 kilometers and they cross 1 kilometer, they won't be thinking about the 9 kilometer which they have not done. They'll think about, yes, 1 kilometer, yes, I managed to do it, I am a strong person, I am a capable person, I can do it. Right now I don't have a strength to complete 10 kilometer, but I have completed 1, and I know tomorrow I will be able to do more than 1. And they keep on improving themselves. They have a positive belief about themselves. They believe they can do good. Whereas a negative person would be like, oh my god, so much, I can't do it, give up. Or they will be overconfident. They will think they're better than other people. That is also a huge problem. You must have heard the story about Hare and the tortoise. Hare was very talented. Hare had the capacity to run very fast. Tortoise was no match against the hare. But still, Hare got overconfident. Hare didn't take the race seriously, and Hare went to sleep. And the tortoise was very very steady, and tortoise completed the race and won. Tortoise didn't have fast speed, but it had a positive mindset. The tortoise wanted to complete the race. And this is not just a story. People have tried to recreate this event in real life. There are lots of videos on YouTube, you will see, where people try to compete hare with a tortoise, and tortoise always won. Even though the hare had lot of potential, hare was overconfident. Hare was pessimistic. Hare like, I don't care about this, it doesn't matter, I won't take it seriously. Whereas the tortoise was optimistic. Tortoise was, I need to complete it, whether I am fast or not, my focus is completing the goal, reaching the point. They went on ahead slowly, but they were steady. they were steady, they were positive minded, and this caused the tortoise to be happy and successful. There are lots of interesting things happening in your life, things which we don't focus on, things which we don't notice. If you believe the frequency illusion is just a psychological thing which is caused due to selective attention and confirmation bias, then use this psychological trick for your benefit. Selectively give attention to the good things happening around you. If something good happens to you, think it's for you. If something bad happens to you, either ignore it or think this is there to make your life even better. It is making you a better person, or it is helping you to reach your goal. Use this confirmation bias to prove that you are worth it. Look at the things which you have accomplished in your life. Whatever, it can be very very simple. It can be simple as you are able to read and write. Being able to read and write is a privilege. Not everyone gets the privilege, and you have this privilege. You are a very educated person. Be grateful about it. Think about what kind of things which you can do with your ability to read and write. You can see. Think about all the amazing things which you are able to see. Or anything good. If you have a loving family, loving partner, good friends, a pet, or even if you have nothing, there must be something in your life which gives you happiness, which help you become a better person, which makes you happy, or any kind of accomplishments you have in your life. Anything good, use it to confirm the fact that God loves you and you are going to get good things in your life. Instead of thinking that, oh my God, my child is naughty, child doesn't listen, be grateful that you have a child. Not everyone gets a child, so be grateful about having a child. Love and nurture the child. Build a strong bond with the child. You have that small thing, be appreciative of the small thing. Once you start being grateful about things, more good things come in your life. You start attracting even more good things, even more things to be grateful for. Whereas if you are someone who is negative, pessimistic, if you don't appreciate what you have, you not only disregard the things which you have, but you have hard time getting new things as well. If you have something, but if you have a friend who is trying to motivate you, trying to make you happy, but you are very negative towards them, the friend may someday leave you, and you will have hard time making new friends because of your negative attitude. Your mind creates your reality. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. What you are thinking on the inside is how you will see the world around you. Stay positive and appreciate what you have, and good things will come in your life. Believe that you are a main character, and God is trying their best to make your life perfect. Just believe in God, believe in yourself, and just be appreciative, be grateful. Some people would wish to have your life. Take care. You are a good person. Always remember that.